Dame Barbara Windsor's husband has revealed he urged Eastenders bosses to kill off Peggy Mitchell after she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. Scott Mitchell has told how he convinced executive producer Dominic Treadwell-Collins that the character should be written out of the BBC soap. He said Dame Barbara first went to him to suggest she should leave for good after her memory loss worsened. But he told her, "I can't kill an iconic character." Mr. Mitchell, who revealed today how his wife is battling the disease, told him she would not be coming back after her final stint on the show in 2016. He told The Sun, Barbara contacted the executive producer Dominic Treadwell-Collins to make the suggestion, and, at first, he said, "I can't kill an iconic character." So I went to see him and, without giving the full situation, confided that she was really struggling to learn lines and wouldn't ever be coming back again after this. I asked that she have an autocue on set, just as a safety net. But in the end, she just used it to refresh her memory between takes. If you saw the Peggy death scenes, you could see she wasn't reading it. Ironically, I think it's some of the best work she ever did. I was incredibly proud of her. Dame Barbara joined the cast of Eastenders in 1994 to play Peggy Mitchell. She left for 2 years between 2003 and 2005, announced she would quit in 2009, but then returned for one of episodes in 2013, 2014 and 2015. Her last appearance aired on May 17, 2016, when Peggy took her own life after being diagnosed with terminal cancer. In a heartbreaking interview today, Mr. Mitchell told how the 80-year-old has been taking medication to manage the illness, but her memory loss symptoms have worsened. He described how his wife, famed for her lovable laugh, began to cry in the neurologist's office when they were told she had the degenerative brain disease in April 2014. The star's close friend Jane Moore, who interviewed Mitchell, said she now can't be left at home on her own and gets confused. Speaking on ITV's This Morning, the journalist said the star is thrilled at the reaction from the public after her diagnosis was revealed. She said now it has been made public it will make their life easier.The Loose Women panellist said he can't leave her on her own in the house anymore. He used to be able to pop out for half an hour, but he can't now as she gets too confused as to where he's gone. Now he'll be able to take her out more, which will be a release for him and for her, and to get people to come round and be with her. Mr. Mitchell, 55, told The Sun, "Firstly, I hope speaking out will help other families dealing with loved ones who have this cruel disease. Secondly, I want the public to know, because they are naturally very drawn to Barbara, and she loves talking to them. So rather than me living in fear she might get confused or upset, they'll know that, if her behavior seems strange, it's due to Alzheimer's, and accept it for what it is." He added, "When the doctor told us, she began crying, then held it back, stretched her hand out to me and mouthed, 'I'm so sorry.' I squeezed her hand back and said, "Don't worry. We'll be okay. I can't protect her any longer." I'm doing this interview, and I would like to make clear that I'm not being paid for it, and it's the only one I'll be doing, because I know that rumors are circulating in show business circles. And, since her 80th birthday last August, a definite continual confusion has set in, so it's becoming a lot more difficult for us to hide. I don't want it to come across that she's sitting there unable to communicate, because she's not. We're still going out for walks or dinner with friends, and we still laugh together a lot. She loves going out, and it's good for her. She comes alive. And of course, the public are naturally very drawn to her, which I don't want to stop. But as soon as we leave the house, I live in constant terror that she's going to say something, or suddenly have a panic attack, or get photographed when she's not looking right. I didn't want someone else to dictate how or when the diagnosis came out, so that's why I'm speaking about it now. I'm doing this because I want us to be able to go out, and, if something isn't quite right, it will be okay, because people will now know that she has Alzheimer's and will accept it for what it is. Mr. Mitchell, a former actor who now manages other Eastenders stars, decided only to tell their trusted friends after Barbara was diagnosed because they had started to notice signs of memory loss. He said Dame Barbara, his wife of 18 years who is also known as Bar, had struggled to accept the diagnosis. We walked out of the neurologist's office, and it was almost as if she chose to forget what we had just been told. That's bar 100%. And I understood, because who would want to take that in? Sometimes, denial is easier, isn't it? It was important to her to keep going through life without people looking at her in any different way. And I respected her wishes on that. For it to have come out any earlier would have been detrimental to her well-being and her health. There are more than 850,000 dementia sufferers in the country, with Alzheimer's disease the most common form. Symptoms of the disease often include difficulties with thinking and memory loss. Mr. Mitchell said he first realized there was something not quite right in 2009 when his wife first left Eastenders. He said Barbara had always prided herself on her memory and would say if anyone wanted to know anything, they'd phone her. But she started to find it difficult to learn her lines. She also had a couple of freezes when working, which was unusual for her. But we didn't think anything of it. He said by 2012 she began to repeat stories and sentences and was told she should visit Dr. Kennedy. Then by 2016 her repetitiveness became even more common, and she became confused during conversations. Barbara was born in Shoreditch to a fruit and veg cart seller and a dressmaker. The dame has enjoyed a decorated career on stage and on the screen. The TV icon who became a dame in 2016 made her first film debut at the age of 17 in The Bells of St. Trinian's, 1954. She received a BAFTA Award nomination for Sparrows Can't Sing, 1963, and a Tony Award nomination for the Broadway production of Oh, What a Lovely War, 1964. She then became known for her comedic talents when she starred as the Good Time Girl in the Carry On series between 1964 and 1974. She was cast in Eastenders as Peggy Mitchell in 1994, for which she received the Best Actress Soap Award at the 1999 BSAs and a Lifetime Achievement at the 2009 BSAs. In 2016, Barbara won the Outstanding Contribution Award at the TV Choice Awards and Best Exit at the Inside Soap Awards for her portrayal of Peggy's death.